Hey bro fans, this is Todd. So, as you guys know, originally in the mini comics, they showed a horse for Teela. In the first 4 of the comics, there was quite a few frames that had horses for Teela. And you can see right there, there's one of the horses that she had. They also had a unicorn for Teela, so we got a yellow horse there. And anyway, you guys, there it is. There's her horse, and it's a unicorn in this one. So, different versions of her horse. And I've looked online to try to research this, and what I found out was that, as you know, Mattel likes to reuse their molds whenever they can. In fact, the original Zor was actually a Big Jim bird that came with their Josh Big Jim, and Battle Cat was originally a tiger that came with one set, or a panther that came with the Tarzan set. So they reused a lot of the things. They were going to reuse the animals again with Teela, and they were going to use a horse from the Barbie line. So I looked online and found this Barbie horse right here. And this horse right here is Dallas, Barbie's doll horse. Barbie's doll. That sounds really weird. And this was made about the same time frame as these figures were originally. Nope. Well, not this figure. This is the new Origins one. But as the original... then I got original Teela right here. Here she is. Here she is. The original Teela was made about the same time frame as this horse. So let's go ahead and open up this horse right here and take a look and see what it looked like. Now it's supposed to be Teela's war horse, and the pictures look like it was a monstrous horse. And I happen to have the Power and Honor Foundation book. And I believe this has Teela's war horse shown in it. Let's see if we can find it together. It's always so fun going back and looking at all these cool pictures from forever ago when they first started designing the figures. And I believe I've seen her warhorse in this book before, so if I haven't, I apologize for taking us on this wild goose chase, but what the heck. It's always fun anyway to look at the pages in this book. Oh, even the giant gorilla guy was also a Big Jim toy originally too. So that was quite the way they would get their monsters from. So there's Teela la la la. Teela la 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 la. I'm not going to find that warhorse in here, am I? Because it probably would have already shown it. Oh. Okay, let me take us to my lap for a second. You guys can take a look at that Barbie horse box while I look through this book really quick and see if I can find... See, that's what I get for not planning ahead. Nix sehr gut. Okay. Oh, earlier I was talking about the original Snake Mountain. And there it is right there with the boulder. And so you can kind of see that original Snake Mountain. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue on now that I've wasted your time with the Power and Honor Foundation book, which is the coolest book in the world. Well, not in the world, but it's a pretty cool book to get. And if you ever see this book online for sale, pick it up. No questions asked. You do want this book. It's got a lot of really cool things in it. Okay, so let's take a look at Dallas, the Barbie horse. Now, I just bought this on eBay just a few days ago. So... wow, it is a lot bigger than I imagined it would be. Which it does look like it's huge in the pictures they drew of her giant war horse. So that's probably why. Here's some saddles and stuff. Now at first I was wondering if it was the same sculpt as She-Ra's horse, but then I noticed the other leg was up compared to She-Ra's horse. But you can see here the size difference between She-Ra's horse and Dallas. And you can see why they're going to make it a giant war horse. Because obviously for this size, it would be huge-amongo. There we go. her warhorse is monstrous in size. So I'm sure this is the horse they were planning on using, which is funny because, you know, obviously He-Man's cat is monstrous next to him, and now the horse is like hugely exaggerated in size as well. So, and it's kind of yellowish. There you go. And these ears look almost like the actual horn we saw on Teela's horse. Now, of course, this horse only goes up to her shoulder in the cartoon and the drawing. So, bump. That's a huge difference, which is probably why they made a whole new sculpt for She-Ra. Anyway, so now we're stuck with what horse to get for your Teela now. So I went on Amazon and I bought this horse, and I haven't opened it yet. And it's called Realistic Sounds and Articulated Head Horse, I guess. Oh, Blue Ribbon Champions Deluxe Quarter Horse. Let's go ahead and open this up and see if this horse will work for Teela. I'm sure it will. It might be a little small though, we'll see. Way better than the Barbie horse. That's probably why they decided to cancel the idea of using the Barbie horse, because it would just be so ridiculously huge compared to Teela. I thought it might have been a much smaller horse for Barbie, like out of size for Barbie, like too small. Which a lot of times Barbie stuff is too small for Barbie. You'll see that all the time where they'll create there we go. There is the Blue Ribbon horse. And it's got fur to pet and everything else and all kinds of coolness if you're into that. Remove before you try me. And it's got this plastic around its head. There we go. Now, one thing I noticed about this horse right off the bat is it's very wide across the top here, so it probably will not fit the vintage figures because their legs don't spread very far. But it may fit the Origins just right, so we shall see. We shall see. Why do they gotta make this so difficult? Oh, what happened to my... Alright, so here is a horse, and the horse is about a little bit too big for Teela, but not too much, and you could fit her right on there. The original Teela does not work super good on there, but let's go ahead and try Origins Teela. Origins! And she fits well, not super well. Her legs don't reach the actual stirrups, but not too bad. And I'll post a link to this in the description if you guys want to get this horse. You may have to monkey around with it to get it to work right with the stirrups. They just are not quite the right height. They're not even angled right. So even if you did get the legs to be the right height. But anyway, I think that horse looks pretty cool on her. I think that will work well. Ho! And let's compare it to a She-Ra horse for size comparison. And it is a little bit bigger, but I don't think it's that tremendously huge much difference. I think that will work well. Alright, so let's talk about this horse. It does make sound effects. Oh. Its legs do not move. There's no articulation on the legs. So it's basically just for looks. Its saddle is removable. So if you want to change the saddle out, you can. And it's got all kinds of weird accessories. So you can bucket feed it, brush its hair, all kinds of other stuff. All right, well, there you go. Nice short video that I put together. Like I said, originally, Teela was to come with this giant horse, which was their original plan, which would be astronomically huge for a war horse. So, anyway, that is all that I got. I spent more time messing with the TV. Here, check this out. Watch this guy. This is so cool. I'm going to go ahead and change the sky to lighter. Boop, boop. There we go. Now it's daylight. Ooh, ah. And now back to sunset. Doot, 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 doot. Doot. And Man-at-Arms and Teela says, "Get us out of here! Save us!" And He-Man's on his way to do the saving with his hook here, hook to the mountain. Oh. So hopefully He-Man can save the day. Hopefully I can make the stop motion for this someday. It's just waiting to be made. Oh, good journey, you guys. Bye now.
If you found enjoyment, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Do it!